No, not at all.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We just want to welcome you to Breakfast with Your Greens. We're your hosts. I'm James Greene.
And I'm Cynthia Greene. We're founders of Marriage Built to Last, and we are
America's favorite couple. So we want to welcome you to this great Saturday morning. We know that wherever you are, it's going to be a great day. We truly believe that. So, this is the new year. This is the new month. And we're going to have something special to talk to you about. Talk to you about where are you going this year? What are you going to do this year? What do you want to accomplish this year? That's where we're going to cover all those aspects of the things you may want to do, you may want to accomplish, and where you're going for this year in 2022.
Yes. Hey, everybody. Get excited, get excited, get excited. It's so good to see you guys this morning. How are you guys doing? Like, how are you really doing? And for those of y'all who are in the path of the storm, are you ready? Are you ready for the storm? Y'all know the grocery store shelves are like empty, right? So who ran to the grocery store? Me. But all I needed was some olive oil. Did I pick up some extra stuff? Of course I did. But all I needed was some olive oil, and I'm good for the storm.
And y'all know when we talk about marriage, those moments where they say that I'm only gonna get one thing. We don't need a cart. We don't need a basket. I'm only gonna get one thing, and we're out. Next thing you know, you go down one aisle, she goes down another aisle. Then when y'all meet again, she got a handful of things.
We both had a handful of things.
Okay, I had one thing.
No, you did not. No, you did not. No, you didn't.
But y'all know what I'm talking about.
No. Yeah, y'all know what we're talking about, right? You go in the store, you got a list, or you don't have a list, and you're only planning to buy.
You go in the store, one item. All I had was some juice. That's all I had. You had 3 or 4 items. Then you were talking about getting more items.
I think he had more than juice.
I didn't. No, I did not. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. But that's beside the point. We're here to talk about this year. We're here to talk about maybe vision. We're here to talk about your purpose. We're here to talk about things in your life and maybe in your marriage on what you want to accomplish. Do you see it? Do you have a vision for it? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what you want to achieve? Those are the things we're going to be talking about.
Yes, so all month, the month of January 2022, our theme is the purpose empowered couple. So you guys know we're having Power Couple Vision and Goals Party, right? And I saw someone talking about they're sick of hearing people talk about power couples. But it depends on what you mean by power couples. Because when we talk about power couples, we're talking about couples who have been empowered because they're goal focused, they're purpose focused, they're vision focused, they're God focused, they're God centered. See, God gives you the power. It ain't about the money and the fame when we talk about power couples, right? So it just all depends on what you mean by that. But we're talking about empowered couples. And how do you get empowered? You get empowered because you're focused. You've got goals, you've got dreams, you've got direction. You're progressing in life. You're doing what you know you were called to do on this earth.
And that's what we talk about when we talk about a power couple. We believe couples were put together for a purpose. And when you empower that purpose, it's a matter of what you are achieving as a couple. That's what makes you a power couple, because you're powerful because you're working together to achieve maybe a certain goal, maybe your purpose. And listen to this. We believe that purpose is nothing but a source of your passion. So what are you passionate about? When the two of you get together, or even if you're single and you're by yourself, what are you passionate about? Maybe that is your purpose. Maybe that is the reason God put you on this earth, to discover your purpose. And purpose is what? A source of your passion. And what is passion? Passion is a product of your vision. So if you're passionate about something, you have to see it. You have to see what you want to do. You have to see where you want to go. I'm passionate about a certain thing. I'm passionate about.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about.
You sound passionate right now.
I'm talking about passionate about where we're going and what we want to accomplish. Okay. Because you could say that, this is a small example. You could go down this road and you see cars speeding, and now you're passionate about getting a speed bump on that road. So maybe that is your purpose, to go to the courts, maybe
Do
go to the
community
legal,
stuff,
right? You
yeah.
know,
Be a leader in your community.
to get a speed bump on that road. Maybe that's what you're passionate about, and that's what we're talking about. Passion is nothing but a source of your vision. So you have to see it. You have to see you maybe want to get that speed bump. And what is vision? Vision is purpose that you can see.
Ooh.
So if you're passionate about it, right, and you came together for a purpose, once you see that, once you know what you're passionate about, and your purpose is to make that happen, to make that come to fruition, all that is vision that you can see. Now you can see it. You can see it manifesting. You can see it come to pass. That's all that is.
That's so good. You know, yesterday, James and I had an interview with someone that wants us to be on their television show in New Jersey. So, y'all, we going to Jersey to be on a TV show. But anyway, she was asking us how we got into the business. And James said, my wife going to have to tell you that story. And so I told her about how a friend told me when I lost my job that now I can follow my passion. And when she said that word, I didn't know exactly what she was talking about. I'm like, my passion? What's my passion? She's like, Cynthia, what are you always talking about? What are you so passionate about? And I said it in a question type form. I was like, marriage? And relationship? She's like, yeah, exactly. And she literally helped me start this business. And so the lady was saying, but y'all do this together. And James said, let me be honest, it was not my passion.
No.
But now, y'all hear how passionate he is. Y'all hear him on this show, right? Like, he is passionate about helping couples. He's passionate about marriages. He's passionate about people being successful and happy in their marriage.
And that's only because when you say passion is a source of your vision. When you talk about passion, you talk about vision, right? You want to see couples happy, you know, and that's what it is about vision. I wanted to see couples as happy as I am with Cynthia. I want to see couples struggle, and I'm just saying, okay, I'm happy.
That, y'all.
Right?
I'm sorry, y'all saw the expression on my face, right? I like that.
So when you think about vision, and you think about vision is purpose that you can see, and your purpose is the source of your passion. Now you're passionate about your marriage, and you want to see other couples succeed. You want to see other couples have a great marriage. You want to see other couples accomplishing things that they want to accomplish. So when you think about vision, and that's what vision is what you want to accomplish. Now comes the part why Cynthia and I do these goal setting parties, vision and goal settings, because you have to have the strategies to achieve that vision. So when you think of the strategies, what strategies are you putting in place to achieve that vision? If you can see it and you can see where you want to go and you're passionate about it and you feel that's your purpose, what strategies are you putting in place? Well, one strategy is to do a vision and goal setting party, attend Cynthia and I's vision and goal setting party, because we help you come up with those strategies. Mm-hmm. We help you write down your goals and come up with those strategies to achieve those goals.
We help you realize your purpose and the vision for your marriage and your life necessarily. Right. I just want to piggyback on something that James said, was that finding your life purpose is not as difficult as people think.
Right.
Like, it's not that hard to figure out. Like, people saw it in me when I didn't necessarily see it for me.
Right. And that's where it goes, baby. She hit the nail on the head when she said, your purpose is something you're passionate.
It's not easy. It's not that hard to find.
Right. Because why? Because all purpose is a source of your passion. Like Cynthia said it, I'm passionate about marriage. And that's when her coach asked her, what are you passionate about? And she said, marriage, relationship.
No, she didn't ask me what was I passionate about. She told me what I was passionate about.
See? So you know that was your passion.
Question like, what?
So see, you know what you're passionate about. So that's your purpose, because purpose is a source of your passion.
So I want to say this too then. So if you're not clear what your purpose is or what you're passionate about, ask the people around you. Do you know what I'm passionate about? People know what you're always talking about. What gets your goat? Right. What gets you excited? What gets you worked up? Even things that make you mad every time you see it is a source of your passion. For instance, let me give you an example. So if you always get upset like we do, when somebody say they're getting a divorce, you're like, oh my gosh, not another one. Oh no.
Have you tried to work it out?
Yeah.
Do you still want to stay together and work it out? Have you seen a coach? Have you seen a therapist? What have you done?
And so, we're passionate about that because we try to help you, and we get upset when we hear about somebody breaking up, right? So what do you get upset about? That could be a source of your passion. That could be that thing that you're supposed to help in that particular area. Right. Think about it. Most people have a business. is in something that, well, it should be in something that they're passionate about. If you know you love to cook or you love to bake and you're always in the kitchen baking, you're always giving away your cakes and pies, then that's your source of passion.
Or maybe you can think something that makes you happy. What makes you happy? What do you love to do? And that's what you could be passionate about.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead, baby.
No. So I was gonna say, so those things that you're already doing is probably a source of your passion, as James was saying, and so that could be a source of lead to your purpose in life. Just because you bake, that you might not supposed to start a bakery. You might not even supposed to sell those cakes and pies, but maybe you're supposed to teach people how to make those cakes and pies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're to encourage people how to make healthy cakes and pies. Like, what is that little that makes you get excited, that pumps you up, that's different from what everybody else is doing? I'm telling you guys, when you know your life purpose, like, I was telling somebody, I know that on Saturday mornings, this is the one thing that my husband is committed to every single Saturday morning. I don't have to ask him. I don't have to tell him. He's watching the clock. He's like, what time is it? He's putting on a nice shirt. He's getting ready. I know that he is going to be right here and ready for breakfast with the Greens. Even if we're out and about, if we've gone to breakfast, if we're going to brunch, he's still prepared to do breakfast with the Greens. Even if we just come on for 3 minutes to tell you where we are and that we can't have the show because we're out to breakfast. And so, when you know what you're passionate about, you are so committed. You are so committed, and it comes easy. It comes easy. Not that you're not going to have some hard work to do, some things that you got to pick up, but y'all, it can be just the best thing and the most fun thing that you've ever done. Like I just have to share this real quick. It's about me. I've always been passionate about relationships, but I didn't realize that. I went to college to be a psychologist because I wanted to help people. I wanted to sit down and have counseling sessions with them. I literally went to college to be a counselor and to own my own psych business, along with my roommate who was majoring in psychiatry, and I was majoring in psychology and communication. We always talked about having our own business. Well, she's been a psychiatrist for years, and I've been working in the counseling coaching business my entire life in some shape, form, or fashion, pretty much my whole life. So when you look back over your life at the things that you've been doing over and over and over again, have you always been volunteering in your community? Have you always been helping children? Do the teenagers always come to you and want to share their problems with you? If you can look back over your life and see some things that you just really have been involved in and purposeful in, that's probably part of your life purpose. But in our Vision and Goals Party, we do help you with your life purpose, but we really try to help couples to understand why God put the two of you together. Mm-hmm. When God has you marry somebody, it ain't just to have sex. It ain't just to have somebody to live with. It's not just to have somebody to do something with. All of those things are great and wonderful, and they are a great byproduct of being married. But God has a purpose for the two of you together. There's something in this earth that he wants the two of you to accomplish in this earth for him together, and that's where the power comes from.
Right. And then when you think of, like Cynthia said, your purpose and the vision and goal setting parties, you have to think of the goals. What is the goal? So if you know what you're passionate about, so what next? What's the next step? Okay, the goals. The goals of reaching that. And what are goals? Goals are statements that you need to accomplish for the strategy. When you think of strategies are ways to achieve the vision. So if you have a vision, strategies are the ways to achieve that vision. And goals are the statement that leads you to those strategies.
And y'all, I get so excited when we are working with couples to set up strategies to reach their goals. Like I said, we had an interview yesterday to be on a TV show, and the lady was asking us about some of the things we do and some of the ways we help couples, and we were sharing with them about how when we work with couples, she brought up something about your children. Her passion, I think, was helping couples with their children. I say, yeah, that's not necessarily our passion, but we always address the entire family when couples do have children, because we know that if the marriage is raggedy and got some crazy stuff going on, there's probably some crazy things going on with the entire family.
Right.
And we work with the couple with their children. And you know what? When we help these couples open up their eyes to see what's really going on in their home, and we help them create some strategies to bring cohesion and peace and unity in the home with the whole entire family with the children. Oh my gosh, they can't believe the transformation that they see in their families and in their household. Like, it's just amazing. And this is not always blended families. It's just can be a regular, family unit, but you got to look at the whole picture.
That's right.
You guys, we just want you to have a happy, whole, and happy and successful marriage and life. And we want 2022 to be purposeful.
Right.
We want to be on fire. We want you to be excited about progressing and going forward with all that God has called you to in your life in this 2022 and beyond.
Right.
So what are you going to do?
Important. Right. That's why it's important to write it down. That's why it's important to write down the strategies, to achieve the goals you want to achieve. That's why it's important to have vision. Because when you think of vision, you think of, okay, what vision does, it creates that mental image, and the ideas. Because you figure that I have an idea. So, okay, you have an idea. You might want to create something. You might want to write a book. You might want to start a business. You might want to start a clothing line, whatever the case may be. You have an idea. Now you have a mental image of how you want it to look. Now it's time to achieve those goals. Now it's time to write down those strategies to achieve the goal. Okay, my goal is I want to create a clothing line. That was your idea. Now you have a mental image on how you want it to look. Okay, I want to create a clothing line. I want the clothes to look this sort of way. I want the clothes to be for a certain type of shape or certain type of frame. How do you think like Ralph Lauren and Yves Saint Laurent, all those designers, they created a clothing line for a certain image, for a certain type of people. And that was the image they had in their mind. That was the vision they had. Now you write down the statements to achieve the goal. And the goal is to create that clothing line. A goal is like an accomplishment. Because when you reach the end goal, you've accomplished something. Why do you think people run marathons? Sometimes they don't even care about the time, as long as they complete it. My goal is to complete it. And once you cross that finish line, now you accomplished your goal.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about. So all we're trying to do is help you take those ideas and those images in your head, put them on paper, make them your goals, and then help you with the strategies to achieve those goals.
Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, write the vision and make it plain so that he that reads it can run with it. That vision is in your brain, in your head. How many of you know people always say, man, one day I'm going to do such and such and such. And you've been hearing, and you'd be like, I've been hearing you say that for years, and they've never done anything to work towards it. I've had friends like that. And I do business coaching with women, right? And we do it sometimes with our couples. If we're working with a couple and they have a business, we'll do a little bit of business coaching with them too. But I've done business coaching with women because I have people who will say, I really want to write a book, or I really want to do this. And I said, well, let's sit down and talk about it. But when you sit down and you actually take that thought in your head and you start writing it out, and you got somebody mentoring you and coaching you through it and helping you with the strategies and the steps, and you start seeing on the paper how it could really work, how it could really happen, and you start getting pumped and you start getting excited, and you start taking action. Yep. That's what writing it down helps you to do. It helps you to start taking action. And that's what we help you do in our Vision Goals party. We're not going to show you on here. You got to come to our party. It's tonight at 5:00. I could show you our vision boards. We have one from all the way from 2010 that we did. And I can show you I don't think we checked them all, but the things that was on those boards that we checked, we checked off.
So when you think of it, you think of, okay, a lot of people say that, okay, I can attend, I have an idea, or I have thoughts, or, I have, things, images that maybe things I want to do, maybe things I want to accomplish. So now you say, okay, set a goal. Okay, you write the goals down, right? Now you think, okay, Let me think of a strategy to achieve that goal. All of this has benefits. And I wrote down some benefits. Let me tell you the benefits of vision and goal setting. You know, people always say, okay, if I join your party, what am I getting out of it? What is the benefit? So let me give you one benefit. It guides your thinking and actions. Listen to that. It guides your thinking and your actions. Why? Because now your ideas, you have your goals, and it guides your thinking. So a lot of times, that's all you're thinking about. How can I achieve that? How can it guides your thinking? I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to accomplish this. I want to accomplish that. It guides your thinking and your actions. So now, okay, I want to write a book. It guides your thinking. Okay, what can I put in the book? What do I want the book to talk about? What do I want the chapters to be? Now it guides your actions. Now you're starting to write down each chapter. Maybe you wrote down the titles. Now you're starting to write down the words to that chapter, to that title of each chapter. That's why it guides your thinking and it guides your actions. Second one, it helps determine your performance and your standards. Listen to that. The vision and goal setting party helps you guide your performance and your standards. Because now, if you want to achieve something, you're going to perform at a high level so you can get it done. You're going to perform, you're going to try to outperform anybody you know that's done that so you can maybe do it better. Why do you think companies succeed? Because they want to do something better than, say, one of their counterparts, you know, one of their adversaries, the case, whatever the case may be. You want to outperform them. So it guides your performance because you want to do it better. You want to make it bigger. You know, that's why I say they talk about Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. You want to make it bigger. You want to make it better. So it guides your performance. It guides your, number one, it guides your thinking and your actions. Then it guides your performance. And the other one, it helps attract people. You know, if you have a good, successful business, you want it to attract people. So if you say, okay, I'm going to start a business, it guides your thinking, it guides your action to making this business, you know, come to fruition. Now it guides your performance. You want to have a great performance, so it does what? Attract people. The attraction of your business.
So I got a question for y'all. Do you have a vision? Do you have a great idea, a new idea? And if you're already walking in your purpose, your vision, your calling, you're doing some things in life, what's going to be new for you in 2022? Oh, I'm going to remember that. I like that. What's new? What's going to be new for you in 2022? That rhymes. Oh, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to use that.
So some things you want to accomplish, you know, it's going to be some new things that you want to accomplish. We talked about, and listen to what we talked about. We talked about vision. We talked about passion. We talked about your purpose. We talked about strategies. We talked about goals. You know, we're here helping you to achieve everything you want to achieve in 2022.
Yep, we're here for you. So you guys go to www.marriagebuilttolast.llc.eventbrite.com. You'll see our workshop coming up. And get registered. It's not too late. It's not until 5 o'clock tonight. And guess what? You don't even have to have materials unless you want to. If you want to have a poster board and markers and colored pencils and magazines, you can do that. But we have a digital workbook that you can download and fill it out online or print it out and write it that you can use. So all you're going to need is a pencil. And we're going to show you how to do a digital vision and goal board.
Because all we want you to do is to reach higher in 20. You know, we believe this year, this is a year of progression. That's so we want you to progress forward, you know, because we always say, if you're not moving forward, what are you doing? You're stagnant, you're standing still, or
going backwards.
Going backwards. So we always want you to progress. This is the year of progression. So what are you going to do to progress forward? And what are the things you're going to do? So number one thing is have a vision, have an idea, have a thought. That's what vision is, ideas and thought. And then what? Have a goal you want to achieve, a goal you want to accomplish. And then what? Then you write down the strategies, the statements that will strategize reaching your goal, achieving your goal.
There you go. All right, you guys, we'll see you tonight at 5 o'clock. We still got some slots. I mean, you're at home. So we can have as many people sign up as they want. I'm excited.
It's virtual.
I'm excited for the couples who've already signed up. I'm excited for the couples who come back year after year after year.
And see, and why we like the couples and goal setting party, because you never know the wife's goal as compared to the husband's goal. You
and
never
how
know,
they sometimes
merge and come together. And that's what we do. We help you to come together and take your ideas, her ideas, and his ideas and merge them together to achieve the goals you want to achieve as a couple. You know, we talked earlier about power couple. And what is a power couple? Couples that are powerful together.
Empowered.
We're not talking about powerful as the president and first lady of the United States. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, fame and fortune.
Right. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the two of you together becoming powerful in achieving your goals and seeing your future. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Have you wrote down your goals on what you want to be doing and where you want to be in the next 5 years? Because trust me, it might be different for her and for him. Mm-hmm. It might be different. And you might not know what his thoughts are. Well, for example, he may say, well, you know, if you're a newly married couple and say you're younger, you know, next 5 years, I see us having 3 kids. She may say, oh, I see us just having 1, you know, and then starting a business. So you never know the differences until you come together and actually talk about it and write it down.
That's right. So we'll see you guys tonight at 5 o'clock. Get registered. Go to Eventbrite. You can either look up our name. You can look up Marriage Built to Last. You can look up Power Couple Vision and Goals Parties. Whichever one you want to do, go ahead, get registered. I promise y'all, we're going to have fun, y'all. We play great music. We talk. We have fun. We laugh. We give away prizes. So you guys.
And then when I think of power, baby, the two,
oh
a couple coming together. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on this, the power. Because, you know, people throw that around, power couples, power couples. But when the two of you come together, that's power right there. Because what does it say? 1 can defeat 1,000, but 2 can defeat 10,000. And you're stronger together. You lift each other up. You hold each other accountable. You're stronger together. And that's the power I'm talking about. The two of you together, making some moves, doing some things. That's the power I'm talking about.
All right, now, you guys. We love you. God bless you. And remember,
if you build it, it will last. And I'm talking about building it together.
All right now.